A person with no purpose will make no progress on even the smoothest road. By Thomas Carlyle. Purpose has always been the driving force behind human action, achievement, and legacy. Thomas Carlyle's profound statement, "A person with no purpose will make no progress on even the smoothest road," captures an eternal truth. No matter how favorable the conditions, how abundant the opportunities, or how easy the path may appear, without a clear sense of direction, intention, or inner mission, an individual remains stagnant, unfulfilled, and incapable of growth. Imagine the smoothest road in the world, well-paved, free of obstacles, stretching endlessly into the horizon, promising comfort and convenience to the traveler. Yet if the traveler has no destination in mind, if he walks without a goal or vision, his journey is meaningless. He might wander aimlessly, stop halfway, or give up entirely. This metaphor beautifully illustrates the relationship between purpose and progress. The road of life may present us with infinite opportunities, but without purpose, those opportunities lead nowhere. Carlyle's insight compels us to reflect on the meaning of purpose itself. Purpose is not merely a vague idea of what we would like to do. It is the anchor of our being, the compass that orients us in times of confusion, and the fire that sustains us in moments of difficulty. It is purpose that transforms motion into progress, effort into achievement, and struggle into triumph. A person may possess great talent, education, or wealth, yet if he lacks a unifying purpose, these resources scatter like seeds thrown on barren ground. On the contrary, even an individual with limited means, but with a burning sense of purpose, can achieve wonders, because his energy is directed, his actions are aligned, and his resilience is fortified. Carlyle reminds us that life is not about the smoothness of the road, but about the clarity of the destination. In practical life, we see countless examples of people blessed with favorable circumstances, supportive families, financial stability, excellent education, who fail to make meaningful progress because they lack a defined purpose. They drift from one job to another, one relationship to another, one distraction to another, and despite the smoothness of their road, they arrive at old age feeling dissatisfied and unaccomplished. Contrast this with individuals who grow up amidst hardship, scarcity, or social challenges, but who nurtured within themselves a powerful sense of mission. Their purpose gave them the courage to endure setbacks, the vision to look beyond present limitations, and the strength to march forward even on rocky roads. Think of figures like Helen Keller, who despite being blind and deaf, pursued the purpose of education and advocacy, leaving a legacy that inspires millions. Her road was not smooth, but her purpose turned obstacles into stepping stones. Carlyle's words resonate here. Progress is born not from conditions, but from purpose. Purpose provides clarity in decision-making. Life constantly confronts us with choices, and without purpose, these choices overwhelm us. One may spend years chasing trivial goals, moving in circles, or following trends that lead nowhere significant. Purpose acts as a filter, allowing us to distinguish between what truly matters and what merely distracts. For example, a student with the clear purpose of becoming a doctor knows how to prioritize study over short-term pleasures. His purpose guides his daily discipline, and even when the road of medical training becomes steep, he persists because he sees the destination. Meanwhile, a student without purpose may squander this same opportunity on entertainment or procrastination, making no progress despite having access to all the resources of a smooth educational road. Thus, Carlyle's wisdom is a warning. Without purpose, the smoothest road becomes a wasted journey. Moreover, purpose is deeply tied to motivation. The smoothness of the road often breeds complacency. When life is too easy, a purposeless person feels no urgency to act. Comfort dulls his ambition, and he remains stationary. But when driven by purpose, even a smooth road becomes a platform for acceleration. Consider entrepreneurs. Many businesses fail not because the idea is flawed, but because the founder lacks purpose. Without a deeper mission beyond money, setbacks discourage them, and comfort distracts them. In contrast, entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk carried a sense of purpose larger than themselves, transforming technology, advancing humanity's future. And this unwavering sense of mission kept them moving, even when the road was nothing but smooth. The irony is that purpose thrives not on the ease of the path, but on the strength of the vision. Carlyle's teaching also speaks to the spiritual dimension of human life. Religions, philosophies, and ancient wisdom traditions have long emphasized purpose as the essence of existence. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna teaches Arjuna about Dharma, a higher purpose that gives meaning to action. Similarly, Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, wrote in Man's Search for Meaning that even in the most brutal conditions of concentration camps, those who found meaning and purpose in life were the most likely to endure suffering with dignity. Carlyle's words echo this eternal wisdom. External conditions, whether smooth or rough, do not determine our progress. It is the inner compass of purpose that decides whether we move forward, stagnate, or perish. Another way to interpret Carlyle's words is through the lens of time. Life's road is time, steadily advancing regardless of whether we walk with purpose or not. For a person without purpose, time passes in idleness, leaving him unchanged and unaccomplished. The smooth road of time carries him forward biologically. He ages, he grows older, but he does not truly progress. He may reach the end of his road only to look back and realize he has wandered aimlessly. On the other hand, a person with purpose treats time as a sacred currency. Every day becomes a step toward his goal, every challenge a test of his will, every opportunity a chance to move closer to his vision. His life is not measured merely in years lived, but in progress made, in value created, in impact delivered. Purpose also shapes resilience. When obstacles arise, and they inevitably do, purpose acts as the fuel to overcome them. Imagine two travelers, one walking on a smooth road without purpose, and another walking on a rocky road but with a clear destination. The first traveler may give up easily, for he has no compelling reason to continue. The second traveler, though battered and weary, presses on because his purpose demands it. Here lies a paradox. Often, the person with purpose makes more progress on a difficult road than the person without purpose on an easy one. Carlyle's quote, therefore, is not just a philosophical musing, but a practical call to action. Discover your purpose, for without it, no condition, no matter how favorable, can guarantee your growth. On a societal level, Carlyle's statement warns against cultures of comfort without vision. A nation may have wealth, technology, and freedom, yet if its people lose a collective sense of purpose, progress halts. History shows this in civilizations that decayed not from external attacks, but from internal purposelessness. When individuals chase pleasure without principle, convenience without contribution, or success without significance, the smooth road of prosperity becomes the breeding ground of decline. Conversely, societies that rally around a unifying purpose, whether it is justice, freedom, innovation, or human advancement, transform challenges into progress. The progress of humanity itself has always been driven by purposeful individuals and communities who looked beyond ease and comfort toward a higher calling. Carlyle, a historian and philosopher, understood that purpose was not a luxury, but a necessity for human dignity.
To live without purpose is to exist but not truly live. It is to mistake movement for progress, activity for achievement, comfort for fulfillment. The smooth road can carry a purposeless person endlessly, but he will remain unchanged, like a boat drifting aimlessly with the current. To progress requires a conscious decision, to define a purpose, to align actions with it, and to persevere until the destination is reached. In essence, purpose transforms existence into significance. Therefore, Thomas Carlyle's quote should be taken not only as wisdom, but as a challenge to each of us. Ask yourself, what is my purpose? Why am I walking this road of life? What destination am I moving toward? Without clear answers, we risk becoming travelers